quite possible. It is quite possible that this episode right here of hashtag Rise and Grind might just be one of the best episodes ever. I'm just saying. I'm just going to put it out there. I'm just going to put the intention out into the world that today's episode is going to be one of the best ever in the history of hashtag Rise and Grind. Now, that's saying a lot, dude, because this is episode 710. That's right. You heard me. This is episode 710 of hashtag Rise and Grind. And I think it might just be. It has the potential. It has the opportunity to be the best one ever. So hop on in here. It's going to be absolutely amazing.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? See, there's no excuse for you not pushing yourself to the next level. In order for you a new you must have a new mindset. When teams together, we can create things that are greater than the sum of all of their parts. Good morning, and welcome to Rise and Grind. I am your host, Lundy. I am a husband to one, a father to seven, the creator of what's going to be the number one most morning show in the world. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind.
Good morning. How are you, my friend? Dude, today is Friday, September 18th, 2020. That's right. Today is Friday, September 18th, 2020. And what's crazy is today is the very first and the very last time it'll ever be Friday, September 18th, 2020. So I want to make sure we make the absolute most, and I mean the absolute most of this absolutely incredible day. Dude, I've got an incredible guest on today. He's become one of my dear friends. He's amazing. He's backstage right now, dude. He's jacked up. He's like ready to rock and roll. He's ready to get in here. Look, I'm gonna give you a quick glance. Like, look at him. Look, he's like ready. Look, he's pumped. He's like going back and forth. Look, he's ready to get in here on hashtag Rise and Grind. It's gonna be an amazing episode today with my friend Ben St. Hours. I cannot wait to introduce you to Ben St. Hours. However, we got to kick things off. Dude, I'm coming to you live from Tampa, Florida. That's right. I am in Tampa, Florida. I just spent a few days in Virginia with the amazing Carter Myers Automotive Group. Now I'm down here in Florida with the amazing Furman Chevrolet and Mazda Group. We're going to be doing some big things down here, on track to sell 600 cars this month for the first time in 125 years of being in business. So super excited to continue to build on that today with Furman. Dude, this has been such a fun month, right? Have you guys been having a fun month? Because we've been doing lots of fun things here on hashtag Rise and Grind, right? Like we've been doing the September spotlights. Have you seen some of those, right? We did the September spotlights. We're spotlighting group members every single day in the group, right? Just dropping in a spotlight, saying amazing things about amazing people. And then you guys are jumping on board on top of that, which has been amazing, and dropping in the comments and sharing and just really pouring into people. And it's been super fun. We've been doing that every single day, highlighting at least one group member every single day with our September spotlights. We're going to continue to do that through the end of this month, every single day, which I just love. It's been really powerful and encouraging. Also on the show, we've been interviewing Rise and Grind group members every single day. Now, I'm not sure if you got an opportunity to watch yesterday, but yesterday was pretty amazing with farm girl Kim Wilson. She was in here. In case you missed it, I'm just going to show you a little clip of what that looked like.
Slowing down is important. Everybody's busy. What I'm seeing a lot of right now is numbing and busyness. To not feel, to not experience. So we need to get real with ourselves. Like we need ourselves and be like, where are we not nourishing ourselves? Where are we not? I'm getting ready to do a certification for trauma and healing. As we discussed, because what I'm seeing is there's a lot of underlying stuff that's not being addressed. Traumas are coming up right now during this pandemic, and I'm seeing a lot of numbing and a lot of busyness. So we need a lot of self-care, lots of slowing down, meditation, prayer, asking for support. When we really slow down to our intuition, and John even hit the nail on the head. Focus on gut health that impacts our brain. So if you're dealing with a lot of cloudiness or a lot of brain fog, we need to look at your nutrition and your gut health so that we can be able to listen to what's going on in and around us.
Dude, that was wild. Kim Wilson dropping it at 5:30 a.m. I thought that was really powerful. Heather Parody's been doing a lot of these interviews for me, or I shouldn't say for me. She's like my co-host. So she's been doing a lot of interviews as well. She's been doing an incredible job. So those have been fun, right? Highlighting group members, then highlighting group members in the group, interviewing group members every single day, which is what we're going to do today too. We're going to interview my man Ben St. Hours here in just a second, dude. I'm telling you, he's so jacked up in the back room. Like, dude, he just keeps pumping. I can just see him. You guys can't see him, but I can see him, dude. He's just back there jacked up, ready to get in here, right? And so interviewing group members has been powerful. Now, also, we've been doing giveaways every single day. Every single day we've been doing giveaways. We've been giving away t-shirts. We've been giving away hoodies. We've been giving away hats and water bottles and planners and all kinds of things. And all you have to do to make sure that you're a part of the giveaways is just text me the word gear. Text me the word gear and text it to 859-208-2351. I almost forgot the phone number. 859-208-2351. So just text the word gear to that number and you can get entered for your opportunity to be a part of the giveaways. And we're going to continue doing that through the rest of the month as well. So been a super fun month, man. What a great opportunity. If you haven't done so already, do me a huge favor. Invite your friends, will you? Like, go to the group, hashtag Rise and Grind, hit the invite button, and just go right down the list. And just invite your friends. Thank you for the stars, Kim Fair. Invite your friends to be a part of hashtag Rise and Grind. This is an incredible month to bring them in. They can get to know other group members, which I think has been really, really powerful, right? Getting to know other group members has been amazing, so they can get to know that. They can get a feel of what we're really all about, right? They can see how we're all about togetherness. We're all about unity. We're all about encouragement. We're all about rising, evolving, and impacting together. And so if you would, invite your friends to the group, tag them here today to come watch the show so they can meet Ben, because he's an amazing, amazing superhuman that everyone should know, right? So tag them, invite them. Just use this month to really bring people into the show. Maybe just somebody needs to win. They would need to win a hat, or they need to win a shirt, or they need something during this season that can make an impact in their life, and you can be a part of that. All right. So yesterday, lastly, before I bring Ben in here, I do want to remind you, hashtag Rise and Grind Elite. We had an amazing session yesterday. We've changed our hours a little bit. So we have a 6:30 a.m. session on Monday and a 7:30 p.m. session on Thursdays. Hashtag Rise and Grind Elite. That's what this shirt is right here, baby. And the Elite group is it's amazing. It's where we come together and we leverage my relationships and my experiences to help people evolve in 7 key areas of their lives, right? And I'd love for you to be a part of that. So if you haven't signed up yet, go to riseandgrindelite.com and you can come join us. It's really, really, really special. The special group of human beings that come together and do amazing things. And I want you to be a part of it. All right. That is how we're going to start this episode. And now we're going to bring in Ben St. Hours here in just a second. However, I'm super excited because I think I figured out how to play background music with StreamYard for the first time ever, so we can actually dance here on hashtag Rise and Grind. You guys are going to get to watch Ben dance this morning as we say, yeah, that's right, Ben. They're going to get to watch you dance as we say good morning here to everybody on hashtag Rise and Grind. So let's see if I can make this work. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. It should be. It's sharing and boom and there. And I think we have music. Can you hear it, Ben?
I hear it.
Yeah, that's right. I figured it out. We've got music. There it is. Yes. For those of you that know, and those of you that don't know, this is the part of the show where we need you to hit that share button. That's right. I need you to hit that share button because I believe if we can change the way people start their day, it'll make a massive impact on this planet. I truly believe that. And sometimes all it takes to change the way somebody starts their day is for you to hit that share button. This is also the part of the show where we get the body moving. Come on, Ben. That's right. This is the part of the show where I say good morning to you, and I want you to say good morning to me, whether you're watching live or you're watching on replay. Say what's up. I'll say what's up back. How you doing, John Paul Guidry? What's up, Brad Smith? Brian Evans up in here. Gail Beecraft, Rick Tamburino, Janelle Griego, Sandra Benstock, Heather Fox is in the house. What's up, Michelle Davis, Gravely? How are you? Anita Hill, Don Sankey, Sean Woodward. There's this woman in here named Liza Myers Borges. You ever heard of her, Ben?
I love Liza.
Love Liza, that's right. How can you not? Sarah Ball's up in here. Keith Hamilton, Bill McLean, Jesse I Can, Sparkman, Kristen Huck Tibbs, Nathaniel Banks, Vicky Everett, Tabby Negret, Jenny Lockett, Danielle Rose. Oh my goodness, Nathaniel Banks. It's packed up in here. Sanjay Gupta's up in the house today on hashtag Rise and Grind. Scott Simons is in here. You know Scott Simons?
Scott, my man, love Scott.
They're all up in here today on hashtag Rise and Grind. I see Mary Wilkin. I see Michael Guthrie. I see Mike McMullen. Dude, it's a packed house. We better bring it on. We're going to have to bring the fire. We're going to have to bring the fire. You ready, Ben?
I'm ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, General Manager at Valley Honda, my man, Mr. Ben St. Hours. How are you, Ben?
Good morning, man. Glenn, thank you. I'm so honored to be a guest on your show. So, just so you know, I heard about Glenn. It was years and years ago, but we were in a sales meeting and Scott brought your name up and we watched a YouTube video that you had. And I really, in my eyes, you're a hero. You're still a hero. You're a superstar. But I saw that show and I thought, man, I got to know who this guy Glenn is. And I remember it was years ago, but I shared a picture. We had just hit our new car number at Nissan, and I had fireworks go off in the sky. And all of a sudden, I shared it, and Glenn Lundy liked it. And I ran into Scott's office. I go, Scott, Glenn Lundy just liked my picture. And he goes, that is freaking awesome. So fast forward a few years, here I am as a guest on your show. I'm honored. I'm blessed. I'm very fortunate. Thank you. Thank you, Rise and Grind family, for having me. Thank you, Glenn, for having
me.
I could not sleep last night because I was so pumped to be on this show.
Dude, that is amazing, and I love the energy coming off of you this morning. I know you're pumped. I've been pumped too. Super excited to spend this time with you. That's a really funny story. Thank you for sharing that. I love that. Glenn liked my post, and I know that feeling, man. There's just people you connect and resonate, right? When you see it, you're like, sometimes I screenshot it, right? I'll get a like from somebody that I get excited about. I'll screenshot it. So we're going to talk about some amazing things. You're an awesome leader and a part of an awesome organization, and we're going to dive into that here this morning. I know we're going to extract all kinds of valuable lessons, but the very first and the most important question of the entire interview is going to be this very first one. How do you maintain that silky, smooth, amazing hair of yours? That's what we all need.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. Some days I do a better job maintaining it than others, I'll be honest, but I enjoy the long hair. I started growing it out after I graduated college. I was in the car business forever. I always had my hair really, really short, right? But I graduated from college and I had to do an internship for my education. So I do it at I had to be in a management role. So I moved to Southern California and I go out to Laguna Beach, and I'm living in Laguna Beach, and I go to get my hair cut, and Laguna Beach is like super expensive, and the haircut was $130. But I was working for free, so I was like, you know what? I am not cutting my hair because there's no way I can afford to pay $130 for a haircut. I'm growing it out. So I grew it out, and I've barely cut it since. Now I stopped cutting it because, you know, quarantine, it closed down all the. I just continued to let it grow. So I don't know. Y'all can let me know in the comments if I should cut my hair or not, because maybe it's getting a little out of control now. I don't know.
From the comments that I can see, it seems like most of the ladies tend to like that long hair of yours. They want it to go ahead and continue. I hear Heather Fox says Ben totally has amazing hair. Vicky says he does have amazing hair. Michael Guthrie says he wanted to know the same thing. How do you maintain that amazing hair of yours? Mary Lynn Wilkins says props on the hair. Kim Garner, you know Kim Garner, she says don't cut it, right? Don't cut it. And then Liza says you put out a challenge on leasing. You would have had to shave your hair, but nobody was okay with or everybody was okay with you losing the challenge because they didn't want you to cut it. Cheryl Graham says don't cut it. I mean, I'd say the hair is a hit, buddy. The hair is a hit. All right, you got to talk to me real quick, dude. I want you to talk to me and all of the amazing people here on #RiseAndGrind this morning. We are going to talk a little bit about discipline. All right, what does discipline look like to you? We were just together a couple days ago, and you were telling me that every single night when you get home, you do 357 sit-ups and 200 push-ups. You're also running like crazy, raising awareness for Operation Restored Warrior. You were running before that. You're training as far as we see you swimming in the pool and riding bikes and all of these things, right? You do these things. So let's talk discipline. What does discipline look like to you?
Absolutely. So, you know, I mean, if I had to really, everybody has different levels of fitness. Everybody has a different level of an expectation, whether it's personal, whether it's professional, or whatever it is. But the most important thing to me is any time that I would ever commit to anything, that you see it all the way through. So the discipline is finishing whatever it is that you expect to do. So if it's the, you know, run a mile, then you want to work really, really hard until you get to that 1 mile. When that 1 mile point, that discipline, you have to stick to that plan. You know, I had signed up to do a half Ironman, and at the point that I signed up for the half Ironman, I had never even done a sprint distance triathlon. In fact, I had never even ran a 5K in a race of any sort. So it wasn't something that I was comfortable doing, but I was always the guy that would like to jump first and then figure out how to pull the chute while I was falling. So you commit and then you figure it out. I hadn't swam. I didn't even own a road bicycle, but all of these things, I committed to it. And that discipline just motivated me every single day. Get up, 4 o'clock in the morning, get up, start training, run, go to the pool, swim, go work all day long. Get off of work, go home, hop on the bike, and do the bike. And I was doing it every single day, and it was just repetitive. Never back down, never slow down. If you commit to something, you have to see it through to the end. And that discipline is a test of character too, right? And so if you decide that you want to do something, like I said, whatever it is, and it doesn't have to be fitness, even if it's professional, see it through all the way to the end. And really just push yourself, and that feeling, like it gets easier when I talk to people and they're not really into it, or it's not the thing. Once they start doing it, well, then it starts to become a point where you feel really bad if you don't stick to it. But it's got to start with that discipline, and you got to commit to it every single day, no matter what.
I love that. I love how you clarified that. And it doesn't matter if you are if it's fitness, it doesn't matter if it's with your career, it doesn't matter what it is. None of those things matter. Like Ben said right there, the key to discipline is character. That's the key, right? Character. Yep. Are you going to follow through on the commitment that you make, whether
Yep.
that be at work, at home, in your family, in your relationships, in your faith, all of those things, right? It all comes down to character. You have great character, my man. That's why that discipline comes with that. That discipline combined, your character, that amount of discipline, that hard work ethic has allowed you to, you are now in a leadership position with Carter Myers Automotive Group. You're general manager. You've got a team of people that you work with, and so I want to shift over to leadership real quick from discipline over to the leadership side, because these are these words that I believe define you. So I want to extract this out of you while we have you and while we have this time. So define great leadership. Can you define that for us this morning?
Yeah. Well, one thing for me about leadership that's so important is that you have to have respect from every single person that you work with and that you work for, and you have to have a level of respect for yourself too. And so and the only way, and how I got the respect of others was I just worked really, really hard. I just show up every single day, and I want to just lead people, but I want to be right next to them, right beside them the whole way through, and never ask anybody to do anything that I wouldn't do. I got into a leadership role at a young age. So I was 22 years old when I became a finance manager. I was 23 when I became a sales manager, and it was hard for me at first because of my age and some of the people I was leading. I was young, they were old enough to be my parent.
Sure.
And they're looking at me like, hey, who's this guy? This is long-haired guy who came back from California, and he should be back at the surf shop.
Right.
But and I couldn't even gain their respect really from my knowledge, because at that point I had so much to learn. But the one thing that I did know, even at that age, was the discipline to show up every single day and just earn the respect through hard work. It was hard work. It was earning the respect and then giving them as much advice as I could, learning so much. I love to listen. I'm a sponge. I'm a biggest sponge. I want to just sit in meetings and just listen and soak it all in so I can bring it all back with me. But in that leadership, it's something that you have to do. It's just something that I was kind of born with. I'm in a family of 8. There's 8 kids in my family. I have 7 siblings. And then, my mom and my dad, and, seeing how they led all of us. And then I had 4 younger siblings. I have 3 older, 4 younger, and how I wanted to lead my younger siblings. And I wanted them to have a good role model or somebody to look up to. So it was really important to me that I led my younger siblings in the way that I would want to be led.
Right.
And I try to do that professionally. I try to do that personally. I love to excite people and energize and lead and get people to join me in my exercising, and whether they want to or not.
Right.
Don't want to, but I love to get people out there and rise people up. And it's like a passion of mine. I don't even do it because it's a job. I do it because I just truly love to help people elevate to a level of success that maybe they didn't even know they were capable of.
That's right, man. Amen to that. Dude, I love that. I love it, man. When you define leadership as earning people's respect through hard work, running side by side with them. And I think that that's a really powerful definition of what leadership looks like, man. For those of you that are taking notes out there in Facebook world, make sure you write that down, right? Leadership is defined as earning people's respect by running side by side, by working hard, running side by side with them. That's great leadership. That's something that Ben St. Hours does an amazing job of. Hey, if you guys are enjoying the episode this morning, it is not easy to pop on here at 5:30 a.m. Trust me, I've done this 710 times. So it's a little easier for a guy like me. This is Ben's first time doing it. And it really is not an easy thing to do. The best way that we can honor our guests that come on this show is by hitting that share button, tagging our friends, spreading the message. And then throughout the day today, I expect you to blow Ben up on Messenger all day long. Just remind him how amazing he is and how thankful we are to have him here on hashtag Rise and Grind. So if you haven't done so already, hit that share button. If you're not sharing this show, I don't know what you're sharing in your feed. That's a personal issue. We're going to have a talk. You might have to message me. Might have to have a one-on-one because I don't know what you're sharing. If you can't share this goodness right here, then there's something going on. Just saying. All right, hit the share button, share it out. Dude, with your team, you've managed to raise the standard of average. So across the industry, across the auto industry in sales, it's pretty much average for a sales guy to do one car every 3 days or so. About 10 cars a month is kind of the average. And you've been able to raise the standard with your team. Got all your guys coming in the 15 plus, if not in the 20 range. Right. And so in automotive, whether you're in automotive or not, I think this is a great question, a great lesson. So Ben, how were you able to raise the standard of average for your people in your store?
Absolutely. So really, it's all, in my opinion, it's all a mindset, right? So there was always this mindset that, you know, if you sell 10 cars, you're not you're double digits, right? So you're not a single digit salesperson. And it's just like, somehow it got comfortable where it was like, okay, well, you get 10 cars a month, you have a decent month. Well, it just became so apparent to me that 10 cars is not good, right? It's just not that good. And you want to, but it was hard for people to see that next level. So we increased it. Okay, so every single person, you have to sell a minimum of 15 cars a month. So we're gonna move it up 50% to what the expectation is for every person here. And that mindset starts to change. And you know, maybe at first like, oh well, 15. But we got to a point, and it was in June, and we said, you know what? We're not gonna expect anything less than 20 cars. We're gonna get 20 cars from every single person on our sales floor. And that mindset change just happened, but it was just repetitive. We talk about it every single day. You got to be at 20 cars. You got to be at 20 cars. You got to be at 20 cars. We had 7 salespeople on the floor, and we were expecting to sell 160 vehicles. You know, with 7 sales associates to get to 160 cars, we need everyone to step up big time and change their mindset. 10 is not good. 15, we got to a point where 15 was 0. Once you sold 15 cars, that was your start. That was 0. Anything over that, that's how many cars you sold. That's the mindset we want. Now it's 20. We wanted 20 cars. At 20 cars, that's when your months start. You get to 20, and then you start counting your cars after that. And we've been able to raise the level of every single salesperson in the showroom. Where our average sales per salesperson might have been 12 cars or 13 cars. We were at 22 cars per person on the sales team. And it just was mindset. And once people start saying, oh, wait, we are capable. Well, what's next? What point are we going to get to 25 cars and then 30?
Right.
Why not get to that point? I love to be surrounded by people that are living to their full potential, where you're successful and you're happy and you're enjoying it. And, you know, we work a lot of hours. Hey, let's make the most out of it. If we're going to be here, let's sell some cars. We're going to have some fun. Let's sell some cars.
Yeah, you want to be around people that are winning, right? You want to surround yourself with winners. You want to help create and develop winners. It's so much more fun when everybody's winning. Just so you guys know, it is so much more fun when everybody's winning across the board. The team, everybody's making big checks. Everybody's buying, you know, boats or cars or whatever the heck it is. Like, it's so much more fun. It's a completely different environment. And you're 100% right. It starts with a mentality, right? You have to change the standard, the belief, the conversations, what you talk about, how you talk about it. It's got to be consistent conversation to reprogram this old mentality, right? It starts there. And then there's a lot of responsibility. What Ben did not point out, but it's only because he lives it and breathes it, there's a lot of responsibility on the leaders. You can't just go asking for more from your people, but then not give them the opportunities to create more. So Ben takes responsibility from the top down, saying, okay, it is my responsibility to make sure they have the tools that they need so they can be successful. It is their responsibility to make sure they show up and do all the things they need to do to be successful. So as each person down the line is taking responsibility for the success and the wins of the others, you can now create this environment that you start to raise that standard of average. And Ben has done that, and it's absolutely phenomenal. Hey guys, this has been Saying Average. It's already 6 o'clock. I understand. I know. I'm all about your morning routine and how powerful and important that is. So I am going to respect yours. If you need to get out of here, hop on out of here. Go ahead. We're going to stay here for just a second. I'm going to ask Ben a couple more questions. But if you've got to go, I totally get it. Just make sure you hit that share button before you do. And if you need more videos like this, you can go to glennlundy.com. That's right, glennlundy.com. That's with 2 N's because I'm twice as nice. Have an amazing weekend this weekend. Phenomenal, over the top. I hope it's the best weekend that you've ever had in the history of your entire existence here on this planet. But then I want you to come back here at 5:30 a.m. on a Monday morning, because next week we're going to be doing interviews with Carol Feely and Susan Rose. There's this one guy that Ben might know. His name's Corey Darkus. He's going to be on here next week. He's got 1.4 million followers on Instagram and is just an amazing dude. Julio Soto is going to be in here. Casey Rossiter, Marley Jacks. We're going to be doing a bunch more interviews next week, bunch more giveaways, bunch more spotlights, all those things. So make sure you come back. The rest of you just stay right here. I'm going to bring my man Ben right back in here. We're going to go through a couple more questions. Ben, so what do you think is one thing that separates those that grow and develop and those that don't, right? Like, you've been in the business for a while. You've been around a lot of people. You've had a lot of different personalities, you know, even with people that you work with on an equilateral level, right? So why is it that like we all know that 100% of the people aren't going to get it, right? Like it's never 100%. So what do you think separates those that get it and buy in and those that don't?
Yeah. Well, you know, I think what it all comes down to, so every time, and you see it happen, it's every time that let's say you hire somebody, they come in and there's all this energy, right? They're all really excited and they want to go and they want to sell and they want to sell and they want to sell. But sometimes I think the difference between somebody who really gets it and somebody who just doesn't connect the dots is complacency. And so you get to a point where you're like, okay, I'm fine with what I've accomplished so far. You know, I want to just kind of sit back and relax, or, you know, I sold this amount of cars last month, and they start to get stuck on living in what they have already accomplished and not thinking about where they want to go from there. So the people that really get it are the ones that are never complacent. They never settle. They never sit and they think about what they accomplished last month, or even last week, or even yesterday. You know, every single day it's a new day. I remember that when I was selling cars, and I was like 18 years old, and I went home and I was having a you know, really, really good month. I just sold a bunch of cars, and the next month I didn't have that good of a month, right? And I went home, and my dad, he goes, "Well, how'd you finish up last month?" I said, last month, you know, it wasn't that good, but July, you know, I sold 25 cars in July." And I remember when he looked at me, he goes, don't ever rest on your laurels. You don't want to bring that up. And that, in that mind, and right then and there, I thought, I'm never going to be proud of what, you know, I'll be proud of it, but I have to earn it today. So every single day when you show up, you have to be better than you were the day before. And when you figure that out, that's when you get it. That's when you want to be the most successful person, or you want to be the best person that you can be, or you want to be the most physically fit person that you can be, because every day you want to be better than you were the day before. And that mindset change happened for me, fortunately, early enough in my career. It was only a few months after I started selling cars. And don't rest on your laurels, son. Don't rest on your laurels. I won't forget it. But
Yeah, that's it, right?
You got to be better. Every month you got to be better. Every year you got to be better. And you don't want to be complacent. You don't want to just settle. Settling is not good.
I love it, man. I love it. I think you're 100% right. I think that's the difference maker right there is complacency. Some people settle into what they've accomplished, and then there are those that are like, check mark on the board, great. Now what's next? We got to keep growing. We got to keep rolling. Ben, dude, you've been a part of hashtag Rise and Grind for a while now, watching the shows and just participating, and you've been a great group member. What does hashtag Rise and Grind mean to you?
Oh man, that's a great question. I remember when I was invited to like Rise and Grind, and I don't know if I could go back and see what I wrote, but I was so proud from the beginning when I was filling out the little application. There's some questionnaire. I was so excited. It was like I was applying for I don't know, college education, and what I ended up getting was so much more than that. Man, Glenn, I can't tell you enough how much I respect you. Like I said, from the beginning and to this day, you're a star. When I see you, I think that you are a complete celebrity, and I'm so fortunate that I get to work with you, right? And so when somebody would ask me what Rise and Grind is, it's a group of people that all come together and they all encourage each other. They all push each other. They all energize and excite. And if somebody's doing something really good, instead of holding their cards close to the chest, they're sharing that information. They want all of us to rise to the same level of excellence that they're at. And nobody's trying to be better than the other person around them. It's just a great group of so many people, 33,000 members, and every single person just wants the other person to the side to be just as good. And I love that. That mentality and that mindset is so great. I've always been a fan of my own sport. So whatever it was, whether it was on the wrestling team, whether it was baseball, any track, cross country, any sport that I participated in, I always wanted to tell everybody what I was doing and help them be better, because I love it. I'm a fan of my own sport, and this group, we're all fans of our own sport. We all want everybody to succeed, and that's the same mindset that I have.
Amen, man. Amen, dude. I love it. I love your energy. You're so freaking cool, man. I love that you're in my life. I love that we're friends, and I love that you're a part of our network and that you spent some time with all of these amazing humans on hashtag Rise and Grind today. Sarah Ball and Vicki Everett seem to be extra fired up this morning. I'm not sure what that's all about, but they're in the comments here just going back something about like he's beautiful, he's amazing. They just they've got like some extra juice this morning thanks to Vincent. But you're dropping dimes, you're adding value, you're adding, you bring so much wisdom to the table with that excitement, with that charisma, and I just love it. So we're gonna do one last thing. Regretfully, we have to wrap this up so that we can all continue to go out there and crush it today. So we're going to put you up on top of a mountain real quick. Just imagine there's this mountain and you're up at the very top, and all of civilization is down at the bottom, and they're cheering your name, right? They're like, Ben, 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 Ben's getting faster, right? Ben, 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 Ben. They're all getting really stinking excited, and they walk over and they hand you a microphone. And they're like, Ben, you've got 2 minutes, brother, 2 minutes to drop something on the people, some practical application wisdom, something they can apply in their life today, this week, this month, this year. What are you going to tell them?
All right. Well, if I had to tell everybody one thing, then, for me, what has helped me get to where I am is loyalty. Loyalty is everything to me, and commitment. Loyalty and commitment. I would want everybody to be obviously the best person that they can be. I want everybody to be the nicest and the friendliest and the kindest, but be loyal and commit. Whatever it is that you want to do, just commit to it. And don't let yourself down. Don't ever let yourself down. So once you set a goal, really commit to that goal and make it so important to you that you have to accomplish it. And at the end of the day, you want to involve as many people as you can in it, because then they're going to help hold you responsible for that goal. But don't let yourself down. once you commit to a goal, give it all you got for yourself. And when I was 13 years old and I decided I wanted to own a car dealership, I was 13. I said, I want to own a car dealership someday. It's so important to me at 13 that I want to own a car dealership. And as soon as I turned 14, I went to work. And from 14 until today, I'm 33, 19 years. I have worked towards that goal every single day of my life. And I committed to it at a young age. And I've told everybody, I'm going to tell everybody on here, I'm going to own a car dealership. But I want to not let anybody down, and I won't let myself down. I've completely committed to it. And I'll never stop until I get there. And that's just it. Commitment and loyalty. Those are the two most important things to me. That's everything.
Dude, I love that. Be loyal, commit, do it for you, and then involve others. But first you got to be loyal. First you have to have that commitment. First you got to build in that discipline, be the best version of yourself that you can possibly be, so that you can start to make an impact in other people's lives. Ben, you live this out, you vibrate this. That's your frequency, that's your jam, and I absolutely stinking love you for it. You clearly are an amazing human being, uniquely made by the God of the universe to be the best version of yourself that you can possibly be, and you're doing it, bro. You're living it out, and the way that you're living is making an impact on your friends, on your family members, on your co-workers. And this morning you made a massive impact on the Rise and Grind group and on me, and I absolutely love you for it, man. Thank you so much for being here with me today.
Glenn, thank you so much. I love you, bro. And Rise and Grind family, thank you so much for having me. I love you all and everything that you stand for and everything that you've done for me. I appreciate y'all. Thank you.
You are a rock star. Hey, that's my guy, been saying hours. If you haven't done so already, make sure you share this out. Hit the like button, hit the love button. Did you enjoy the show? Did you enjoy the show? Tag a friend. Somebody else might enjoy it just as much. Blow him up in Messenger today. Send him messages, blow him up, let him know how much we love him, how appreciative you are of him, and then go out there today, have an amazing, over-the-top, phenomenal, incredible, spectacular, stupendous, tremendous day today, and have an amazing weekend on top of that, and then come back here 5:30 a.m. Monday morning. We're going to do this all over again on hashtag Rise and Grind. I stinking love you guys. Make sure you text me if you haven't done so already, 859-208-2351. Text me the word gear. Have a good weekend. See ya.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? You see, there's no excuse for you not pushing yourself to the next level. In order for you to create a new you must have a new mindset. When teams come together, we can create things that are greater than the sum of all of their parts.